Caitlin Clark's signature basketball sneakers have created a massive sensation in the resale marketplace, with prices skyrocketing dramatically within hours of their initial release. The shoes completely sold out in just 10 minutes when Nike launched them, demonstrating the incredible demand surrounding the basketball star's first signature footwear. The original retail price for these signature sneakers was set at $190 when Nike made them available to consumers. However, the secondary market immediately saw explosive price increases across all major resale platforms. Current pricing data shows remarkable variations across different marketplaces, with StockX, one of the premier sneaker resale platforms, currently lists the Caitlin Clark Kobe 5 model at approximately $35 raws. Meanwhile, GOAT Marketplace shows even higher valuations at $86, and Flight Club has them priced around. These figures represent nearly double the original retail cost achieved within mere hours of the initial launch. The supply situation appears extremely limited across all size ranges. Inventory data indicates that certain popular sizes are becoming increasingly scarce. For instance, size 9.5 in men's sizing shows only 19 pairs remaining available on StockX. Despite Nike's reported production run of 13,000 total units, this scarcity is driving rapid price appreciation across the entire size spectrum. At going for $386, at Flight Club you're looking at $375. Must mind you, these sneakers was just released a few hours ago. These sneakers were retail for $190. This is the Caitlin Clark Defet. Now I'm telling you, within the next hour or by the time this video dropped, expect these numbers to change. Now a lot of these sizes here may be fluctuating as market analysis reveals that smaller sizes are commanding particularly premium prices. Size 7, which typically appeals to female customers, has reached $555 on some platforms. Size 7.5 has been observed at $413, while size 8.5 is trading around $375. The price volatility is so intense that listings have been documented jumping from $500 to higher amounts within minutes of observation. These dramatic price movements reflect what industry observers are calling the Caitlin Clark effect. The basketball phenomenon's cultural impact extends far beyond the court, creating unprecedented demand for merchandise associated with her brand. Market predictions suggest these sneakers could reach the $1,000, $3,000 range by the end of the week, based on current trajectory patterns. Logic, a game that features Angel Reese, a game that features Helly Van Lith, a game that features Kelsey Plum, should for sure average more than 240,000 viewers. It gets worse. The Los Angeles Sparks versus the Minnesota Lynx. Another Kelsey Plum game, going up against last year's runner-ups, the Minnesota Lynx. Top 2 player in the league. Historical context shows that special edition Kobe sneakers regularly trade in the $2,000 range, establishing a precedent for premium basketball footwear valuations. The Caitlin Clark collaboration represents a unique intersection of basketball heritage and contemporary cultural relevance, potentially justifying even higher price points. The situation becomes more interesting when considering future releases. Industry sources indicate another Caitlin Clark Kobe collaboration is scheduled for October release. This upcoming model features white and sky blue colorways, which many consider more aesthetically appealing than the current Indiana Fever-themed design. The anticipation for this future release may actually be driving additional demand for the current model, as collectors seek to acquire the complete series. In Nafisa Collier, some people want to argue she's the best player in the league. She can score, she can defend, she's a 3-level scorer, she can defend on the perimeter, she can defend on the interior. Nafisa Collier's a straight-up baller. You're not going to get an argument out of me when it comes to that. Nafisa Collier can flat-out play. But the Minnesota Lynx, they play a little bit of an old-school style of basketball. It's a lot of ball movement, but it is still an old-school. Shipping considerations vary significantly across platforms. GOAT typically provides the fastest delivery times for authenticated sneakers, while StockX may require longer processing periods. Flight Club, known for premium Jordan releases and exclusive sneakers, typically delivers within 15 days, but has established itself as a reliable source for hard-to-find models. These are these sneakers here. What just happened? Okay, so these are the sneakers here, bro. So let's scroll down to see how many sides you left. Now this is just one site. This is Starkets, not these or, some other Kobe's. Now, these are other Kobe prices down here, bruh. Kobe 5s. And as I can see, they're in the $2,000 range. Now, these ain't Caitlin Clark shoes, but I promise you, any man our money, Caitlin Clark shoes, expect these shoes to get in a stop. The authentication process remains crucial for buyers navigating these inflated prices. All major platforms employ verification systems to ensure product authenticity, but buyers should remain vigilant when considering third-party sellers or smaller marketplaces that may not offer the same protection levels. Market dynamics suggest this pricing surge represents more than temporary speculation. Caitlin Clark's growing influence in basketball and popular culture creates sustainable demand for her signature products. The combination of limited initial production, immediate sellout, and cultural significance establishes these sneakers as legitimate collectibles rather than simple athletic footwear. Size availability continues changing rapidly across all platforms. Prospective buyers face a challenging situation where desired sizes may disappear within minutes of appearing on marketplace listings. This creates additional urgency that further drives price appreciation as buyers compete not just on price but on timing and availability. The resale phenomenon demonstrates how modern athlete endorsements can create immediate economic impact. Traditional sneaker releases typically see gradual price appreciation over months or years, but the Caitlin Clark collaboration achieves significant valuation increases within hours. This acceleration reflects both her current popularity and market expectations for her continued prominence in basketball culture. Industry analysis suggests these price levels may establish a new baseline for women's basketball signature sneakers. Previously, women's athletic footwear rarely achieved such premium resale valuations, but Caitlin Clark's crossover appeal has created unprecedented market conditions that could influence future releases and pricing strategies across the entire basketball footwear segment. Lying to you. 100,000 viewers on NBA TV. 100,000 viewers on NBA TV. Now, I'm no mathematician, but if we take 240 and we add 220, 460, give or take. Sorry, I'm not a genius. And then we add another 100,500 and Nike has unveiled Caitlin Clark's player exclusive advertisement, marking what appears to be her first dedicated solo commercial campaign since joining the WNBA. While Clark has appeared in various promotional materials and group advertisements previously, this represents Nike's initial focused marketing push specifically for her individual brand within professional basketball. Recent WNBA viewership data reveals concerning trends for games broadcast on NBA TV that don't feature Clark. The numbers paint a troubling picture for league engagement when its most marketable star isn't participating. It's currently $325, bro. $225. Now let's head on over to another platform. Now I normally get all my kicks from either Go, FlyCub, or somewhere like that because they're shipping faster. Now StarCast shipping might take a little minute, man, but Go pretty quick about this. Now look, already, y'all remember how I told you that the numbers are going to fluctuate throughout the day. The numbers already, 7.5, $413, bro. The matchup between the Sparks and Sky, showcasing notable players including Kelsey Plum, Angel Reese, and Haley Van Lith, managed to attract only 2. This figure stands as particularly disappointing given the marketing emphasis often placed on these athletes. As major draws for audience attention, the conventional wisdom suggests that contests featuring such prominent names should generate significantly higher viewership numbers. Another game presented even more discouraging statistics. The Los Angeles Sparks faced the Minnesota Lynx, with the latter being the previous season's championship runners-up. This contest included Nafisa Collier, widely regarded as one of the league's elite performers and potentially its finest overall talent. Collier's versatility shines through her ability to score from multiple levels while providing exceptional defensive coverage, both inside and on the perimeter. Her well-rounded skill set makes her a legitimate superstar within the league's landscape. The Lynx organization employs a traditional basketball approach emphasizing ball movement and fundamental principles, though their style leans toward older methodologies. Despite featuring such high-caliber talent, the Los Angeles versus Minnesota encounter drew merely 220,000 viewers. 413 hours. For 7.5. Try to tell you, bruh. 7.5. $413 best price. Best price, bro. I can't make this up, I'm telling you. These shoes are going to be in the $2,000 to $3,000 range by Friday. I can promise you that. I'm telling you right now. They're going to be up there. They're one in a ones. Y'all ever heard one in a one? The most alarming statistic emerged from the Connecticut Sun versus Las Vegas Aces broadcast, which registered only 100,000 viewers on NBA TV. This figure represents a new low point for league viewership and raises serious questions about audience engagement. Combining these three games produces a total viewership of approximately 560,000 across all contests. This combined figure still falls short of Clark's lowest individual game rating this season, which reached her highest-rated NBA TV appearance this year peaked at 24,000 viewers, demonstrating the stark contrast in audience appeal. Everything non-Caitlin Clark related, and I am showing you the difference between this is what I'm willing to pay based on a quality product that people want to watch, and this is what I'm willing to pay based on what you guys have been giving me for the last 25 years, with less than 250,000 tuning in on NBA TV. 240,000, that's not very good. 220, that's not very. 100,000, the disparity becomes even more pronounced when considering these numbers represent 2 to 3 times the viewership of games without Clark's participation. This occurs despite NBA TV being a relatively niche television network with limited reach compared to major broadcasting platforms. Such dramatic differences in audience engagement will likely influence upcoming collective bargaining negotiations. League ownership may reference these viewership gaps when determining compensation structures and revenue-sharing agreements. The contrast between Clark-featured games and standard league contests provides compelling evidence of individual player impact on overall product value. These statistics suggest the WNBA requires an immediate injection of compelling talent to maintain viewer interest. The league needs performers who can captivate both dedicated fans and casual observers, creating broader appeal beyond core basketball enthusiasts. Currently, few players possess this crossover attraction necessary for sustained growth. During Clark's injury absence, questions remain about her availability for the Commissioner's Cup competition. However, Nike's timing for releasing her commercial coincides strategically with the launch of her Kobe 5 Pro player exclusive shoes, available June. The advertisement features Clark with the distinctive Mamba logo reflected in her eyes, creating visual connections to the legendary Kobe Bryant brand. This represents her player exclusive model rather than a signature shoe line, as Nike hasn't yet developed that level of individual branding for her. Reports suggest a signature shoe collection may arrive within several months. The commercial launch signals the beginning of Nike's comprehensive marketing campaign for Clark. Additional merchandise, including a clothing line scheduled for holiday release, indicates the company's commitment to expanding her brand presence. The level of resources Nike dedicates to Clark's promotion moving forward will reveal their long-term investment strategy. Fan reactions to the commercial have been enthusiastic, with many expressing excitement about the Mamba logo incorporation and the overall production quality. Some observers noted the clever wordplay in promotional materials, referencing both excitement fever